hold. Yeah.
Gotta dash. Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew that... People would adore me so much. Ah.
The wind rises. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Behold!
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
The wind rises.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of...
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up! Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what the...
Let's go ask the Duke! Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur...
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back by the way,
I believe today is this...
Wait, seriously?
Aha, yes. Have you completed...
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving? That's right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirabine is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervlet was the one who asked us, we should probably go report to him now. Next,
You're going to see Monsieur Nervlet? Please pass on.
I'm sure just your regards will do.
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the If you're concerned about things at the Palais, why don't you take some time to... I believe you should still have some vacation time.
Thank you for being so understanding. It's been some time since I've gone to the surface.
If you're concerned, I believe you should...
It's been some time.
May I present?
Hopefully this won't take long.
Illusion shattered!
This may hurt a little. Share my knowledge.
A bitter pill to swallow, taking a turn for the better. Mind the side effects.
I see everything.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Squall Fury!
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Nervlet did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot is... Nervlet!
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the melody...
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish...
That should wrap.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede. And
That's right, and we came...
a massive...
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like a whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that child is presently
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Does he...
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon... We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we...
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no!
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on...
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plan. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful. The two of you have my thanks. If you need any help, just let me know.
Behold!
Oh no! What happened here? Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still...
Search for it!
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone...
Just stay put! We're coming up! Watch your balance!
All right! I'm not young anymore.
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg. How could this have happened? It hurts.
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Squall and Fury! Ah! Don't move me! Don't move me! I'm not young anymore.
How could this have happened?
Just hang in there. Help.
Quit following me.
Behold!
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there.
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly...
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to...
He's wounded?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1, and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people, everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water, didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of the water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure no one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents.
How awful. And all of this just came...
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish...
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before...
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. Traveler, Paimon, would...
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation... situation in Poisson. Paimon doesn't...
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they... I've known them for so long. And I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't...
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic.
How could Master ever be upset with you? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone in...
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But...
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never... Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't... By the way, you can have a look at this.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny. So, everyone else...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We love the overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another. Sure, Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave?
Ah, is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for— My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such,
without your help, there would have been many more casualties.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that—
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now—
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate.
So, you're one who will try to—
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need, traveler. I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this— Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intel. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back— Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster—
So that's why the Fatui were already—
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to— Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust— Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as— I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh! That somehow makes Paimon—
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to—
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go— There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something—
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up.
The wind rises.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to be pretty ancient.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Hey! Everyone hold hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gather!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Hup.
There is no escape!
Solidify!
I see everything.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Dada Kondala.
What? The floor here isn't safe. This place has also been contaminated by
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any help. Don't get Paimon wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you. That complicates things. Maybe...
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will... I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Take it easy.
Wait! There's something wrong with this bridge! Run for it!
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, my lord.
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested...
Oh, right. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. This is a familiar feeling, yet something...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came...
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at...
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for them. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with...
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down.
That's right. Oh, by the...
Oh, yes. One moment, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some...
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, you're...
That's right.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I've heard this name before. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait.
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now.
Oh?
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Where? And as for the judge...
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But Are you sure you can stand?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone...
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di... After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di...
Wait a moment. Aren't you...
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't pass. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here.
Huh? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having...
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have...
How wonderful, Miss Knob!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty.
Stay here, Navia! You're one of...
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent...
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Cal...
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely... Please do not mistake her actions.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is that even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water, everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. And in the end, everyone shall meld together. Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We...
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals? To become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. Oh, I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the Carina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia.
Silence!
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented on... The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, monsieur.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still...
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus... Silver...
Quickly! You must come now!
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were...
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you...
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you fallen. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I think I saw two Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness disappeared.
Wait! Did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people you saw in your...
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like...
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress...
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's...
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that...
Oh, and the Duke also says hi! Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately. And I also hope that everything is going well.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about some... So, Neuvillette,
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were... Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you...
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would've...
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Illusion shattered!
Game's up. Time's over. Busted. Dada Kundala.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
Gather!
Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Shine down!
Seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Yeah.
Stabilize!
There is no escape!
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Order guide you! Gather!
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a...
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall...
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this...
And is that Lady Farina in the 3rd image? Did the Hydro Archon...
And is that a ring of people around her?
The 4th image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these. This says that it's the history of the future, right?
I really...
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the 3rd, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the 3rd image. That means that the person in the 2nd image might be the
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies.
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be—
But who would have created these slates and left these words?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already...
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the...
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon...
She has long been harboring secrets, and will not give them up easily. Which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that...
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as a... All right.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the bot. Ooh, desserts! Nice, these are all Paimons! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
It's you two. What are you...
Mona?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out first. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt or
Yeah, let's go with...
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan. Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it...
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it...
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so...
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but...
Talk about excess...
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt.
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's...
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of... The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in the...
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less... scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine. Even that of... I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding...
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but...
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could... Are you... All right, I'll help you. It isn't all...
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing as all...
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are...
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the stars the best!
Indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon... that's more like it. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Traveler. We agreed to go see